there is just a difference. There's a difference between how you architect your websites, where the Jamstacks affords you a lot of flexibility. Oh, deploy through this service. Oh, store your content in this headless CMS. Oh, put my code in Git. And that's one thing. There's a lot of flexibility there, right? Store your content in Git out of convenience as a developer, or if you, as Elad mentioned, if you're an organization, store your content in a content platform, or what we sometimes call a headless CMS. But the key thing from our perspective is that there's a single user experience that helps you get the job done, regardless of what the architecture is. My job is to produce a website. My job is to contribute new components and new content and a new blog and a whatever. The technical foundation has been laid, and whatever. My content's in Markdown files in Git, my content's in Contentful, it's in Sanity, it's in an S3 bucket. Who cares, right? I have the freedom as a developer to architect this however I like. Maybe my company's committed to storing it in Contentful. Maybe I'm a single developer and I couldn't care less about creating another account with yet another system. And so what we think about is the abstraction of the user experience and focusing on the user, not on the architecture. We offer a great architecture out of the box. We support the ability for developers to self-architect their own solutions because we recognize that developers operate within constraints, within companies, with requirements. But we insist on one thing, which is unifying the user experience, focusing on user and delivering the best user experience for the job at hand, which is producing phenomenal websites on top of a open architecture.
Simon, you look like you had something to add there. What was coming up for you?
No, everything that Elad said is true. But there's like one small thing. Like once developers begin building their sites, and they have to think about this kind of aspect of editors that will be using Stackbit to edit their sites. Therefore, they need to think about how the ways of how their editors will edit their site, right? They will need to architecture the content and the structure of the content correctly, and to make the site and its components flexible enough so the content editors will be able to change the sites in multiple different ways.
Right.
And so the editor will be able to support that. I mean, the Stackbit Studio, right? The Stackbit editor will be able to support that. And for that, of course, developer will have to add some extra, and put some extra work to make sure that it happens.
Yeah.
But once it's done, once it's there, as Elad said, the editing experience will be phenomenal.
Yeah.